Hi, you all. My name is Emily Burgess, and I am a diamond out of Boise, Idaho. And I wanted to come here for my team and for anybody else who could be maybe hopefully blessed by this. This is something that is super important to me and has been since I began my business, is boundaries and balance. Because here's the thing, we all are doing this business for freedom, financial freedom. I can't speak for all of us, but the majority of us, the people that I know that are diligently working this business, are working for financial freedom and for time freedom. And what are we working for if we're working 24/7? So I want to talk to you guys about a few areas that have helped me to have really strong boundaries where I'm not tied to my phone. Because I'll tell you, that was the thing that before I joined Plexus, that was a con. Like, I don't want my children to remember their mommy on her phone all the time. I don't want to be attached to my phone all the time. I don't want to be working all the time. And the thing is, this is much like a ministry job. Like, we could work this job 24/7. We are our own bosses. We are working with people. It's not a 9 to 5. So a few tips that have helped me to have these helpful boundaries for my children and my spouse to not resent me or to resent Plexus are a few things. One, communication. Communication is so important. So pulling in your spouse or your children and letting them know, like, this is what I feel called to do. I'm excited to go and help people. And these are my dreams. These are my goals for our family. And this is why I'm doing this. And then letting them have some goals too. So like for our girls, they had a goal of us going to Disney World. So when we went Diamond, unfortunately, it was in 2020 in the middle of a lockdown when Disney World was not open. But that was a goal that they knew, like, mommy is working for this because we're going to get to go to Disney World. For my husband, a really big goal was for him to be able to leave his 9 to 5 job so that way he could go and pursue the things that he wanted to pursue, that God had given him just a deep passion and desire to go and do. So like, they all had their hands in this business with Plexus because they knew that this was something I was working towards for them, for my husband, for me, for other people around us. So there was that ownership, I guess you could say. So having that deep communication, line of communication. Also, on the same realm of communication, sit down, become organized. If you are on a team, if you're on our team, we have a calendar, a monthly team calendar where it shows you all of our events. The second Thursday of the month, we have an event. The fourth Thursday of a month, we have an event. The first Monday, we have a team call. Like, we try to be very cohesive. So each month, you know what we are doing. But if you're not on my team, I encourage you to sit down and look at your calendar and communicate with your family. So that way, if you have a call on Monday night, a team call on Monday night, your husband knows, and it's not just sprung on him last minute. I think that's a huge stressor when we're not communicating and then last minute, like, oh, can you put the kids to bed? Oh, can you get the dinner ready or whatever? Like, that causes more stress than it's necessary. That could be resolved by communication. Another thing, when you are with your family, be with your family. Have work hours. So a friend of mine was saying that, it's really hard for her because she'll be, watching her kids riding their bikes, but then she'll also be on her phone trying to do her work. And then nothing is getting accomplished fully. So don't try to multitask. If you're going to be with your children, put your phone inside and go be with your children. That does not mean don't do your work, but you're going to have a set time that you're doing your work. Maybe that means for a short while, you're waking up at 5 a.m. in the morning to get your work done. And when I say your work, I'm talking about your income producing activities. If you're on our team, we have an accountability group. We have really great IPA forms that show you a checklist of what you need to be doing. Everything else is fluff after that. So I encourage you, know when you're going to be doing your work, and then when you sit down to do your work, let it be meaningful work. Have it be your reach outs, your follow-ups, your training, your social media posting, not scrolling, your social media scheduled engagements where you set a timer for 10 minutes where you're engaging with people that are on your dream team list, or you're engaging with people that you're in the process of following up with. have specific checklists of what you can be doing when you sit down to work. So that way you're not spending 12 hours on your phone without accomplishing anything. So it's all about communication. It's all about organization. It's about knowing what you're doing when you're sitting down to do it and being consistent. Those are some of my tips on how you can have more boundaries in your business, because I promise you, you do not have to work this job 24/7. If you can sit down and do the meat and potatoes and you're communicating well, I really believe that this is going to bless you and your family tremendously and give you that time freedom.